Hey, what's going on? How y'all doing out there? This is your Uncle Steve, and as promised, breaking news today. The Atlanta Falcons go into a new era with Kirk Cousins at the helm. Breaking news, 4-year deal. Kirk Cousins, come back. Let's talk about it. All right, folks, how y'all doing today? It's an early version of the Monday Minutia. As expected, we heard the news and it didn't take long. Atlanta Falcons have found their new starting quarterback. I am your Uncle Steve. We are in Uncle Steve's Lounge. I appreciate you joining us here in the lounge. If you haven't been here before, thank you for joining us. Appreciate you as you're coming in. Like that video for me. Folks, we're going to get right into it. Atlanta Falcons, Kirk Cousins agree 4-year deal. Still trying to get the numbers as we speak. Kirk Cousins is your new Atlanta Falcons quarterback. How do you feel? That's where we're going today, folks. How do you feel? Everyone's going to ask me, so I'm going to go ahead and get it out the way. I am cool. Kirk Cousins never bothered me. Never the talent. The money, which is the part I'm ready to listen to and hear about now, is about the money for me. It's not about Kirk Cousins, the talent. It was about Kirk Cousins, the money. And as long as Kirk Cousins, the money is, as long as that's in effect, that was the part that bothered me. I love the idea of having Kirk Cousins. I'm telling you right now, my wife doesn't know it yet. We are going to Vegas this summer, and we are going to plop money down for the Atlanta Falcons to win the NFC South. I'm good. Let's do it. Let's go. I'm going to go to the chat right away, see how y'all feel. I'll see how you don't feel. If you're somebody that feels like this is not the move to make, let us know. I'm okay with that. As we turn around and look at what happened to the field in the last 48 hours, where you had Baker Mayfield go back to the Bucks, Russell Wilson immediately go sign to Pittsburgh. It was almost getting a little desperate, folks. Because you could get in a situation where you might not have a team or a quarterback to be the quarterback of your team. So good news for the Atlanta Falcons. Good news for everyone involved. The Atlanta Falcons are signing Kirk Cousins. Trying to get the details on the deal. If y'all find out, let me know. 4-year deal. I like it, y'all. I like it. I really do. And the mere fact that he came out so quickly lets you know that Minnesota was ready to make that move. They were. And if you're an Atlanta Falcon fan like myself that is saying, okay, this is it. This is that window. Get this window, take advantage of it, and let's do our thing. Atlanta Falcons, Kirk Cousins. I'm calling it right now, NFC South champs 2024. Barring an injury, this should be the move. Let's get right to the chat, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Lover comes in and says from Twitter, I appreciate it, brother. Say I need to see some numbers. Me too, man. I do want to see the numbers. Bottom line is he's here. I look. We're all gonna open our eyes wide because we know it's gonna happen anyway. It's gonna be something big. It's gonna be it's going to be a number that we're going to say, woo-wee, and they're going to play with it and the cap and all that. I understand it. A lot of money for 36 years old. Now, I want Mr. Miyagi to come in there and get his hands together like he did the young Danielson and make sure that Achilles is healed up. Woo! 4 years, y'all. I don't want to look at them numbers. Facebook user said the division is ours now. I agree. False start. What's good? What's good? False start. Marina, happy Monday, Uncle Steve. I got mixed feelings about the move. I am tired I'm tired of sitting and hoping. I think we're in a good place, man, if he's healthy. Justin Swisher says, got a top 10 quarterback for the next 4 years. Rise up. Scooter's in the house. What's up, man? I'm not happy, but I understand. And I think that's going to be the sentiment for a lot of people. Some people, and I get it that you wanted Justin Fields here. I get it. I'm not naive. I was one of the people saying to myself that might not be a bad idea as well. But you know what, folks? What have we been clamoring for? A competent, quality quarterback. I've never asked for elite. I haven't asked for Mahomes. I haven't asked for MVP-ish like Lamar. I just wanted competent quarterback play. Folks, you're going to get it at a premium, but you're going to get it. Atlanta Dog 88 in the house. What's up, man? How much did we give him? That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for the numbers right now to see what that is. So as soon as I find out, we'll pass it on. Travis in the house. I was wondering who was going to come on first. We have 2 Chainz Cousins in the house. Grill in hand, Travis. Grill in hand. Toy, what's going on, brother? How you feeling, man? Good to see you. Dre, true statement in the house. Welcome to Atlanta, Kirk Cousins. However, I got to see that contract. 4 years is a bit much. It is, brother. But, if you're Kirk Cousins and you're his agent, folks, you got to pay. Got to pay to play. We talked about it. We wanted a quarterback. We got the quarterback. I'm sorry. It's going to cost you. It's going to cost you. His agent saying they're agreeing on the 4-year contract. This is from ESPN.com. Michael Rothstein. Club agreed to a 4-year deal with Minnesota free agent Kirk Cousins, according to his agent Mike McCartney. Financial terms were not immediately announced. I'm sure we're all going to say when we get the numbers, but you know what, folks? I'm just happy we have a quarterback now. I'm just happy. I am. Jawan Johnson says, I'm hurt. But let's go. I hear you, brother. Tyler says, I love it. Damon Ward, what's going on, Damon? Said, what's good, Uncle Steve? I was looking for consistency and W's regardless who is behind the center. I think we're going to get it, folks. Winston, what's up, brother, from the eye test? Y'all make sure y'all check out the eye test with Winston Thornton and John Harris. I'm sure they're going to be on tonight, as I will probably be as well, to talk about it. Also, just letting you know, breaking news, Saquon Barkley signs, according to ESPN, Saquon Barkley signs a deal to the Philadelphia Eagles, 3 years, $37.75 million. Folks, we're going to get news like this all day. Your Uncle Steve's is going to be here in the lounge to give you the skinny on what's going on. If you're checking us out on Facebook, checking us out on YouTube, appreciate you. If you're on YouTube and you haven't had a chance to be to the channel, please subscribe. As we know, you guys are anxious to, guys and gals are anxious to hear about this deal. Ray Ellison in the house. Atlanta Dog says, I don't know how I feel because I know how because I don't know how big the bag is. That's probably one of those things that's going to be a nothing to see here because we're going to all have feelings about how much money this is. We are, because the future is not known to us. If he's successful and gets us back in playoff contention, I don't think these conversations are going to happen. If it ends up that we are just rerunning the last 6 years, then that's where the concern is going to be. Folks, we weren't going to get Kirk Cousins for a discount. We weren't going to get him for $20 million. We talked about this ad nauseum. There was no way he was going to undersign. No way he was. False Start says, I'm cool with it. MW franchise player. I honestly can't believe it. I thought we were going to get outbid again. They better draft the quarterback of the future this year. I think that's going to happen. I think you're going to talk about maybe a lower round pick. Let's think Spencer Rattler. Think if Bo Nix falls. Think if Milton possibly falls, something like that. I see that happening. Mills, what's going on? Say, I'm cool with it. Let's go, Captain Kirk. Ballhead Falcon fan in the house. What's going on, man? I'm so damn happy we could get our playoffs now. I'm proud to say we run the NFC South. And oh, yeah, Derek Carr, best quarterback in the division. Yeah, get back to the back. Wallace, what's going on, sir? I figured this is going to happen, and it made the most sense that they were going to go with a veteran quarterback. It did. And give our owner, it's a lot of people that crap on Arthur Blank, and I'm a big defender of Arthur Blank because I think more than even the football, I think there are a lot of things that he does that people don't see in the community and things like that he should get a lot of credit for. Arthur Blank said, go get me a quarterback, and folks, even if it wasn't the quarterback you wanted, he acted. This is the day one, and he waited. They probably knew an hour ago, but he waited a little bit more than 2 hours to figure it out. ATL Faithful says we have the details. No, we don't have it at this moment. JJ the Great's in the house. What's going on, man? As we celebrate breaking news, Atlanta Falcons, Kirk Cousins, folks. Kirk Cousins is in the house. Kirk Cousins behind center. And now we will have a valid passing game to add on to an exciting second-year Bijan Robinson with a hungry Drake London on one side. Hopefully that number 8 pick may be picked to maybe get a Neighbors or a Doomsday. Oh, oof. Justin Switzer says, got to replace McGarry or having Cousins doesn't matter. JJ says, I have mixed feeling, but I'm not mad. Jimmy Wayne, what's going on, Jimmy? Good move. Get Ridley back home. We got a shot. I don't know. Brian Cornelius, I'm good with it. I guess we call him Captain Kirk. Look like that's going to be the nickname. I might have to get a Captain Kirk signing sounder in here. Not crazy about it at all, but I'm going to rock with it. Hope he heals and comes to play. Drew says, Ian Rappaport is reporting that we are also in the hunt for a pass rusher. That wouldn't hurt my feelings either. Only thing about that is I saw what my man from Houston got from Minnesota today, and I'm like, woo-wee, that's some high price we paying. Mario is not a fan of the move. I hear you. JJ announced the thing about Saquon, Antonio. If you agree with something in principle, you agree in general terms to the idea of it, although you do not know the details or know if it will be possible. Yeah, all that is saying that they're going to come down the line and they're going to make a move. They're going to do it officially on thing. Ray says Tom Pelisseri from NFL Network just announced 4 years. 4 years, $180 million with a $50 million signing bonus. 4 years, according to Tom Pelisseri. 4 years. $180 million. Woo, woo. I'm trying to see if Spot Track is going to update this real quick. Got a super chat in the house, and I'm sorry, y'all, because obviously y'all know the comments are going to come fast and furious, but we never.
I want a super chat.
Always have time for the super chat.
Talk to you till I want that super chat.
Thank you from the eye test. So now that you're erecting the statue, you better make double doggone sure you have a chain link brick wall fence to keep it wolves away. Here's the thing, and I appreciate that eye test. Look, folks, there was not gonna be a lot of you're gonna have a lot of feelings about this, and I get it. I get it. To bring the hometown guy back home, I get it. I'm not dumb. I'm not naive. I was one who said it would be a good idea too. But guess what, folks? Guess what? You got to do what you got to do. Improve this thing. JJ the Great's in the house.
It's a super chat with super chatty. Yeah.
JJ says they are already calling
Everybody
him
chat. Super chat.
Kirk Cousins on Twitter. Oh man, appreciate you, JJ. Thank you for supporting the channel. Appreciate y'all. I got a lot of folks in here. I am trying to get to as many comments as possible. I'm gonna skip down just a little bit here. Hold on one second. Let me get down here. Winston said, Kirk putting on that logo, so I'm rocking with him. We could have done a lot worse, but now we have a short-term stability at the position. I need to see the actual numbers. We just told them to you. I was probably just catching up with some of these numbers. I'm trying to get to new people. JJ Ayers. What's up, JJ? Kirk was the safest pick because he's shown what he can be as a starting quarterback. I hear you. My brother Sean is in the house. What's up? Say, cooking. SAA Terry did it. Done did it. Absolutely. Absolutely, brother. Skipping down. Scott Glover's in the house. I said, I'm gonna ride, but he's like that old pine tree in the front yard. It looks good, nice shade. But when those big limbs start breaking, you start praying everything it rains or the wind picks up. I hope not, man. I hope not. Monica in the house. I know Monica die hard. I really want to know how you feel about it, Monica. She says, let's go. If she says let's go, then y'all better roll behind her because she got this team on her back. Coach's corner in the house. Y'all, what's up, Coach? Say I love it because Justin Fields not coming, and more than likely we will draft a quarterback. No way, Terry Fontenot will only ride with KC after what we just went through. I do believe too you have to draft a quarterback. Probably not in the first round, but you probably have to get somebody either third or fourth round to groom. Philip, Super Bowl or bust. I hear you. I hear you. Ryan's, what's up? Daniel said, who's the future? I understand Blank wants to win now, but we got to have a future unless they believe in Ritter to be that guy. I don't think it's about a Ritter thing. I don't think they're going to believe in Ritter. I do think this. I do think they will probably draft somebody that they can groom up in this particular, you know, in this particular climate right now. So Spencer Rattler, Bo Nix, someone like that, I can see them being in the mix for this. But with Kirk Cousins, you become legit. And I'm telling everybody before you get started, the NFC can be had. San Francisco is the most talented team in the NFC right now. I don't think it's an argument about that. But when you pass San Francisco, are you really scared of Detroit? Are you really afraid of Dallas? Is Philadelphia making you cringe? Is Green Bay that much on the up? A team we beat last year. Kirk Cousins legitimizes the Atlanta Falcons in 2024 and hopefully beyond. I want to hear the argument about that. I'm not mad at people who wanted to bring Justin home. I hear you. I'm down with you. Who's to say he can't? A lot of folks have him now not even regulated to trying to start. Bring him home. See if he wants to be on the bench for a little while or be a different option. Antonio Holloway said, let's go. Trinity Clark says, who cares about winning the division if we lose in the first round? But this is Matt Ryan in his later years, and we didn't win anything. Here's the thing, Trinity. I'm not mad at you for feeling that way. We've gone 6 years without a playoffs, not even playoff, but a winning record. I apologize that you feel that way. Sorry that you don't like participation trophies, and I get that. Folks, I'm sorry. This makes our team better. You find me a way to make the team better other than this right here, let me know. Let me know. And it's not a shot against you. It's just like, let me know. We arguably got the best quarterback. Not even arguably. We got the best quarterback on the free agent market. There weren't many other choices. And if he stays healthy, it's a big if. As with everything else, every other decision being made today. Every free agent decision being made today, there was not a slam dunk because just like Aaron Rodgers ran out there with a flag last year and 3 plays later is out for the season, you don't know. So we gotta, I'm not telling you to be happy for it or be sad for it, but as a team, we got better at the most important position in North American sports. That you cannot deny. Unless you're still one of these people.
I love Deadspin.
Which, I don't know. Today, I don't know what to feel about that. G, what's going on, man? Say, I wanted Fields, but it's cool. Ballhead Falcon fan said, Arthur Blank want to win now. He's like a dang building a quarterback. Clayton, what's going on, Clayton? How you doing? Monica says she is cool with it. Anthony White say, I'm very happy with this great move for the Falcons. Monica said we still have the draft picks. There you go. That's a good thing. Facebook user says, from a New Orleans-based dirty bird, let's just beat the Saints twice. Man, please. Competent quarterback would have had us sweeping. That one Falcon fan, what's good? Well, there we have it. Kurt is a Falcon. Hopefully we can be smart and draft the quarterback in case he goes down again. I think we're going to do it. Brian Nelson says, a sad day for the city. I don't know. I don't know about sad day. I think it's a new day. I think it's a new day for the city. I think we're going to be better than we were the last 6 years. I think we are set up, barring injury, for the best year we've had since 2017. Lisa Shepard, what's going on? Say a 35-year-old coming off of Achilles gets a 4-year deal. Yeah, okay. Here's the thing, and I understand the caution. I am one who have raised the antenna about it myself. Folks, the only thing that bothers me about this deal is just what Lisa said. You're getting someone at an advanced stage coming off injury, and whether you place the money now where it only counts worth the cap and it only does that, it's going to hurt your future team. I mean, your future squads, because that's going to be dummy money down the road. That's the part that bothers me. I'm pretty sure they're going to come off some, I'm sure they're going to stack up that guaranteed money and push it down the line. Tyler says, do you think we get anyone else? Oh, yeah. Oh, we're going to be moving and grooving today. We're going to be making some moves today. Okay, now Kirk Cousins. Adam Schefter from ESPN kind of updates it. He says Kirk Cousins 4-year deal, 4 years, $180 million, and includes a $100 million guarantee from the Falcons. That was about right. That's about right. But I don't know why people thinking he's not getting a hometown discount. Well, his wife is from here. He's not gonna get a hometown discount. That man trying to get paid. And put yourself in this situation. You're at work. You know you are leaving work in the next 3 to 4 years. Are you trying to give? I'm going to use myself as an example. I'm close to retirement. In my last couple of years, I'm trying to max out as much as I can before I leave. Am I going to give the company that I've almost given 30 years to, am I going to go back and say, you know what? Make my salary what it was when I first got here. Or make my salary what it was 15 years ago. Kirk Cousins took advantage of a very great opportunity. He was the only legit quarterback available. And he played that to Minnesota. Minnesota's in trouble. They got to look for somebody, but that's their problem. But it's going to be interesting. I'm trying to get to some folks I haven't seen on here. DC Gamer says, great day for the NFC South. It is. Bag says, I don't know how to feel about this one. Want it feels with all my heart, can't lie, but I'm Falcons first, so I have to ride with Captain Kirk as long as we're consistently winning. That's pretty much going to encapsulate what a lot of fans were thinking. Folks, let's not get on this thing and try to pretend like a lot of folks weren't on the hashtag bring Justin home thing. Folks, that's not, no one's trying to front. That's where a lot of people were. A lot of people were like, let's bring Justin home. Let's see what happens. And that's where we were going. But now that it's happened, folks, it is what it is. Sean B, man, what's going on, man? Said much better than we had. Pitt in London will love this, man. Let me tell you something. Kyle Pitts is going to probably salivate right now. Christopher says, don't care about the future past the next 2 years. I want to win now. We can deal with that at a later date, folks. For those of you who are thinking about 2028 as far as that's concerned, I can understand that. But when you're on the losing streak that the Atlanta Falcons have had, folks, I gotta agree with this. I gotta agree with this. You gotta make the move. You gotta make a move. Kevin Gray says $45 million a year. That's the average. I don't know if Kirk's gonna even make it to the end of that contract. Most people don't. Clayton says Ritter's got the first couple of games of the season. Don't be shocked. He's coming from an injury home, and Rodgers got some climbing to do. Nah. Here's the difference between here's the difference. I'm not trying to say he doesn't have mobility. First, go look. He's been running. He's been doing some little off the field drills and stuff. He's moving fine. Here's the difference between Kirk Cousins and Rodgers. Rodgers' game absolutely relies on his ability to run. I'm not saying the quarterbacks don't need to have their Achilles intact. I'm just saying that Aaron Rodgers relies on that a whole lot. Kirk Cousins got hurt 8 weeks into the year. He'll be fine. He'll be starting. I'm not saying he'll probably be playing a whole lot of preseason, but he'll be all right. Brian says, why do y'all think getting him is an automatic win? It's not. Nobody's saying it's automatic, brother. It's saying we're in a better situation than we were before. If you can, with a straight face, look into this camera or look into your screen and say, it's the same as Ritter, God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. C Double say, hey, Unc, I've been busy around the house. I'm angry. We got a quarterback that's recovering from Achilles injury. He suffers from tight booty syndrome in the playoffs. Folks, first we got to get to the playoffs. I hear what everyone's saying. I hear you. I hear you loud and clear. Folks, this is the best quarterback we got since prime Matt. Because even in the career Matt wasn't playing as good as Kirk Cousins. And I'm somebody that, I'm sorry, y'all. He wearing it now. He got the colors on now. He's wearing the brand. If he's wearing the brand, it is what it is. Terrell Pickett says, Atlanta Falcons going to be the new playoff Dallas Cowboys. At least they make the playoffs. At least they make the I'm laughing at folks that are mad that you're getting better at the most important position, and now you want to make comparisons to the Cowboys. I didn't say we were going to the Super Bowl, but it will be nice to have a team in a playoff hunt that's not 3 games under 500, hopefully, with a competent quarterback. 330 says, will he be ready week 1? He should be. He should. He should be ready to roll. Let's see. Facebook user says, what's up, Think we should get Penix if he's there in the second round? Absolutely. But if Penix is there in the second round, which I don't think he will be, I think you go get him. I think Penix is gonna go first round, folks. Because a lot of people are gonna have the same thought process. Penix, JJ McCarthy, Bo Nix, uh, Milton, Rattler, these guys are gonna be picked probably earlier than I thought. I'm not saying Rattler and Milton and Nix are gonna be first rounders, but I'm saying Penix, don't be shocked if he goes middle first, late first. And you put him on the side and let him chill. Let him sit on ice. Because if you can get Penix up to snuff, give him about a year, oh, you'll be all right. Hal said, "What's good, Unc? I need to let this one sink in. That's a lot of cash. It is." Lav S, what's going on? Kirk better wear his grills while quarterbacking for the Falcons. Oh, man. False Star says it doesn't bode well for our Skanks matchup. That defense always plays well against our pocket quarterbacks. Kirk O'Slains. Y'all are making up all the names. Oh. Facebook user says we can still draft the quarterback at 8 or move up. No, sir. I'm going to tell you what you do right now. You're going to do one or two things if you're at number 8. You're either going to draft your defensive guy, which could be Turner, or you're going to go get one of the wide receivers, Neighbors or a Doomsday from Washington. Yeah, so basically a 2-year contract. That's kind of how it's going to end up being. It's folks, we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. Chris said, let's go. The heck with the money. We've been a quarterback away for a while. We know what we are getting with him at the very least. That's something you can't say about the last couple of quarterbacks, folks. Continue your love fest for Desmond Ridder. Continue your homage to Taylor Heineke. Wax poetic for the lovely days of Marcus Mariota. You have somebody with a quality skill set now. And I think he's hungry. And I think he's ready to prove to Minnesota and everybody else, oh, I still got some left. You know who's probably not happy? Justin Jefferson. Well, until he gets his check. He's going to get paid. Justin Jefferson's like, uh-oh. Joshua Dobbs. Ooh. I don't know. Slim says Terry Fontenot said, never go shopping while hungry. This deal sounds like Terry Fontenot went shopping while he was starving. I hope it works out because his job's on the line, not mine. This is true. Folks, if this blows up in his face, he's out of the door. Spencer Rattler. So Rattler in the 3rd or 4th round. I can live with that. More 4th. If then I can see. Let's see. Get down here. Donald Staples says, I'm good with this. We need a strong backup to build the O-line and another strong pass rusher. Folks, we just started. They just started. This isn't the only move the Falcons are going to make. It's the most important moves. But this is not the only move they're going to make. Trying to talk to some folks that's in here. As y'all coming in, y'all make sure y'all like the video for me. Breaking news, if y'all haven't heard, if you're under a rock, Falcon fans, the Atlanta Falcons 4-year deal for Kirk Cousins, 4 years worth $180 million, includes $100 million guaranteed from the Atlanta Falcons. Matt Ryan probably sitting home talking about, hey, y'all gave him that? Oh, man. Facebook user said, this is sickening. The vet should be a backup. Okay. Brian says, don't get caught up with what looks good on paper. We don't know where we're getting. Brian, let me explain something to you. I respect what you're saying. Brother, nobody knows what they're going to get. Brother, Patrick Mahomes, nobody predicted what he was going to do. Nobody predicted what Josh Allen was going to be. Nobody predicted what Zach Wilson was going to be. Nobody predicted what Trey Lance was going to be. It's a crapshoot all the way around. The one thing you do know about Kirk Cousins is he's pretty consistent. Does his playoff record not look good? No. But he's better than any quarterback we've trotted out there in the last couple of years. If we can sit here and try to be picky and pretend there aren't any Mahomes out there to be had. There aren't any Josh Allens. There aren't any Lamar Jacksons. There aren't any Justin Herberts, Joe Burrows. There aren't any of those guys out there. So I don't know what y'all want to do. You're acting like there's this special quarterback out there. And as far as the draft people concerned, guess what? If you like gambling, gamble on that. Caleb Williams, there's no 100%. Last year, coming out of the draft, the guy they said the most that they were like, I don't know, Ohio State quarterback. He's not gonna be good. He's just like the others, Ohio State. And one playoff win, division title, and rookie of the year later, CJ Stroud is being looked at as the future. You gotta stop acting like we just got a scrub. We didn't get a scrub. I understand being cautious, but it wasn't a scrub. Donald Staples says, I will say I'm impressed. We didn't sit and wait. Front office made a decision and went for it. Donald, that is what I'm talking about. You knew what you wanted. 12 o'clock hit. You did your due diligence, and it didn't take long. And how many times when we say somebody comes into the negotiating room, you don't let them out? They didn't let Kirk Cousins out. Facebook user says Viking was a game away from the Super Bowl, went and got Cousins, and ain't been close since. They had a different team. That's a whole different makeup. They were also 13-4 2 years ago, and it just fell flat against the Giants. It's a crapshoot no matter how you look at it, folks. There's no guarantees. Only guarantee in the last 5 years is Patrick Mahomes is going to be in the AFC Championship or Super Bowl. Other than that, there are no guarantees. How many people thought Detroit was going to be playing in a championship game this year? How many people thought Houston was going to be winning the division this year? How many people thought when Aaron Rodgers left that Jordan Love was going to take them to the playoffs? I get the negative nannies. I get it. Half of you wanted Justin Fields. I get it. Half of you want Desmond Ridder. I don't get it.
I love Desmond.
I don't get that. But folks, give it a chance. This is a route we haven't gone. Dondre says, how you doing? So with us getting Kirko now, who do you like at number 8? Neighbors or I keep pronouncing that, Undunze, the guy from Washington. I think you go solidify that second receiver, go get a veteran. Because see, you can't overpay for these receivers too. Y'all see what Pittman just got today? 3 years, $70 million. Y'all see what T. Higgins want to do? He wants to get traded. You can't give up something for that. So that's all I'm saying. Yeah, Brian, that's what I'm saying. We got paid. Yeah, we got paid on paper, dude. That's what it's all about. What else do people want us to do? Of course, you want to get better on paper. Are y'all saying that y'all want to go in and let's go back to the roster of 2022? Can I remind you of what was going on there with the great arm of Marcus Mariota, a backfield with the electrifying Mike Davis? We were signing undrafted free agents. Felipe Franks was on this roster, y'all. Felipe Franks. And yet no one understands how this is an upgrade at the most important position. I'm not knocking edge rusher. We need edge rusher. I'm not knocking some depth on the offensive line. We need that. I'm not knocking the other position at the other cornerback position. We need that. But at the same time, let's stop pretending like there were a lot of options at quarterback. I knocked around the idea of Russell Wilson coming here, but that left. I knocked around the idea of even Baker Mayfield coming there, but that left. And now we're down to Justin Fields and Kirk Cousins, where you're like, okay, do I want the heart coming back home? Maybe that'll resurrect him. Electrifying, athletic. Obviously, I know Atlanta. We want shades of Vic. I get that. I was out there going crazy when Vic was there. But then on the other hand, let's put it this way. Kirk Cousins is not an elite quarterback. He's not. He's a good to very good quarterback. And ceiling is probably very good. Think Golf, Stafford. Think that. He's not Burrow. He's not Mahomes. He's not that guy. But most of the time, as you see what San Francisco's doing, if you have a good team around him, you can build some stuff. And I think that's where that's where we go. Let me go down here a little bit more. I'm sorry, y'all. I know we got some. Nando in the house say, Unc, it made the most sense. Kurt knows the offense already. And I don't want to make it clear about this, too. Everybody keeps talking about the offense. It's got to fit the offense that Zach Robinson has. Don't get me wrong. I understand that, but you're an OC, too. OC, you're supposed to adapt to what the quarterback needs, too. If you're bringing in a quarterback, which was my argument if they brought in Justin Fields. If they brought him in, if you're not an OC worth your salt, you not only implement your plan, but you also cater some stuff to him. I'm pretty sure Kirk Cousins has a good idea of some stuff he likes to do. Zach Robinson hasn't done this before, folks. Not on the NFL level. He was a quarterback coach. He wasn't an offensive coordinator. So let's not pretend like he's done this. We know the systems he's been in. We know what he's been used to. But come on, man. Harlan, what's going on? Harlan says, I'm a Viking for life. Great move, Falcons. Harlan, I'm worried about your team, man. I hope, I hope you guys get somebody pretty good. I really do. Let me see. Latoya's in the house. What's up, Latoya? Super Bowl or bust? Fontenot has the green light to go all the way. Look, he better. He better. He better. Hold on 1 second. All right, this is Uncle Steve and Uncle Steve's Lounge. I appreciate you. If y'all don't mind, please hit the like button as you come in. Breaking news again: Atlanta Falcons signed Kirk Cousins 4 years, $180 million, $100 million guaranteed. Facebook user says, "Oh my God, $100 million guaranteed." Yep, got to pay to play. Donald Staples says, "You are a true fan, sir, because I love you. Find the positive in everything, and you don't bash anyone's opinion. Much respect and rise up." Man, it's not. Look, Donald, what I have to remember in my fandom and your fandom is that we are rooting for the same team. When I hear people tell other folks they're dumb, stupid, ignorant, don't know football, which is my favorite one, don't know football while you're sitting on a podcast too. All of that nonsense and verbiage and all that stuff, do your thing. I'm glad for you. But at the end of the day, it's about being a fan for the team. And yes, if you want to ask me truthfully, I would have liked the idea of having Justin Fields here to get that stadium rocking like it used to be. And the reason I say that is because I know what got the stadium rocking last time. And I just feel like that would have helped. So, yeah, I appreciate that, man. Rise up to you, too. This our team, man. This our team. We fight amongst ourselves. I get it. It's family fighting. I'm cool. But this is our team. We better get behind this cat. I'm going to look for that Cousins jersey as soon as it hit the market. Dre says, like I told y'all before, the Falcons are definitely double dipping into the quarterback pool. I'm gonna tell you why they doing it too. I'm gonna tell you why.
Raheem doesn't love Desmond.
I don't think Desmond's gonna have a spot on this team, y'all. I think you're gonna bring a young quarterback to learn. Now, I'll say this: Desmond can probably learn from Kirk Cousins, but I'm not sure. Um, Sean says, "Who's wearing number 8 though?" I don't know. For the right price, I'm sure Pitts can be had. Um, Facebook user says, "I agree. He won't make it to the end of the contract, the guarantee though." But and let's also keep this in mind before y'all go crazy with the guarantee, which I understand. The salary cap just moved up $30 million this past year. The NFL is set to renegotiate with networks in 2 years. Folks, the salary cap ain't stopping. The only thing that stopped the salary cap was COVID. The salary cap is going to keep moving up and up and up. And y'all see these deals with DraftKings and FanDuel and all of that stuff that finally we came around there. I saw the numbers $360 million to the owners last year. The salary cap is going to keep going up. The days of the $10 million starting quarterback, unless you're a rookie, are gone. And guess what? In about a year or two, that rookie contract is not going to be as small as it used to be. The football is the most popular sport by far in the United States and probably North America. And you got to pay to play. And this is the first time in a long time that we paid the piper. And I know why people get scared, because the last time we did this, we signed Matt Ryan when we probably shouldn't have to that last contract. I'd say oversigned him, overpaid him. We overpaid Julio when we shouldn't have. We overpaid Devonta Freeman when we shouldn't have. True Font when we shouldn't have. Deion Jones when we shouldn't have. All those things make us as Falcon fans go back and look and say, "Wee, are we making the right move?" But folks, this is what, 2 regimes removed? Coaching regimes. Got to do what you got to do to win, y'all. You got to do what you got to do. I'm not mad. Tim Williams says we signed a 35-year-old. He'll be hurt by week 7 with our O-line. This is just sad. Tim, last year, the Colts went out and got Anthony Richardson. Contrary to belief, C.J. Stroud wasn't the best quarterback at the point when Anthony Richardson got hurt. Bryce Young wasn't as the number 1 pick, wasn't the best rookie quarterback going. The best rookie quarterback going was Anthony Richardson. You know what happened to Anthony Richardson? He got hurt before week 7. Folks, punters can get hurt. Kickers can get hurt. Linebackers get hurt. And yes, quarterbacks get hurt. You're gonna gamble no matter how it goes. Sorry, that's just how it is. I didn't make the rules. That's just how it is. Either sometimes people are gonna get hurt. You gotta, y'all gotta realize that. Let's see. Bag says, I most definitely agree that we've gotten better with Kirk. Just hope he's healthy come September as well. We go draft a quarterback in the 2nd or 3rd round. Dang sure get Dallas Turner in the 1st. It depends on whether they go get some veteran help too, y'all. Christy's in the house. What's going on, Christy? Good to see you. Thank you so much. Trinity says our team is not a Super Bowl contending roster. Right now, we have holes at corner, safety, DN, center, tackle, and wide receiver. How does this sound like a Super Bowl contender? Please convince me that we're ready. Again, I didn't say we were a Super Bowl contender. You know what I said? I said we are a competitive team that should win the NFC South and should be competitive in the NFC. And guess what? With a couple of breaks and a couple of bends and a couple of things going our way, who knows? Maybe you can be. But let's not. I mean, it's easy to doom and gloom things, y'all. But you know what? As a fan, you're up against it now. So you're a fan. You're going to say, you know what? Either I'm down or I'm not down. Bottom line. Drew said this is interesting, ready to see better play calling too. I hear you. I hear you. Facebook says nice knowing you, Terry, but he's gone after non-playoff seasons. Dang, we screwed up. This dude ain't sniffed the Super Bowl or NFC championship or past second round in his prime. Now at 36 with a bad wheel, we gonna win. Here's the problem. So if we're playing devil's advocate, so that tells you what? Matthew Stafford, with his track record, it wasn't like Matthew Stafford was 28 when he came to the Rams and he had a team around him. It wasn't a super team with the Rams that he took to the Super Bowl. They had some really good defense. I wasn't a crazy super team. They had Cam Akers running the ball. Come on now. And Cooper Kupp was nice. The Cooper Kupp at that time wasn't like the top receiver in the game. But that's fine. You know, like I said, I get the doom and gloom. It's fine. It is what it is. Facebook says Pennett's gone after that combine. Absolutely. He will not be second round. Facebook user says, so do we go edge or wide receiver at 8? Depends on what we do in free agency. If we do, let's see how free agency plays out. We got a long way to go. And remember, free agency is going to have 1 or 2 different layers. You're going to have that first layer that you're having today, the bigger names, the better talent. They're locking them up. And then you're going to have the second go round, which will be sometime next week after the dust settles. And then you'll have some of those players that, you have some of those players that you can pay down the line. Let's see. Chip, what's up? Chip Epps says, I'm glad that Baker Mayfield and Cousins are gone, so my Patriots don't have to look their way. Patriots, y'all gave away trash, didn't you? Matt Jones, 6th round. Facebook user says, now we drop from 8 and go get 2 picks for the first. I mean, but I mean, what are people gonna give you though? Their first rounder and what? A first and second rounder? I mean, it kind of depends. I understand when people say trade back. But if the talent that you want, folks, you need a talent at the other wide receiver position. You need an edge rusher. You need Dallas Turner, if he's there at 8 and your wide receivers are gone, you go get him. You can't tell me right now, especially with the wide receiver market being higher than expected, you want to get one of those rookie wide receivers if you can. And if you can get them at a rookie contract. Facebook user said, what's up, Steve Micho? What's up, Micho? Do you think with the Kirk Cousins signings, we still make a move up in the draft? I don't think so. I think they probably have their eyes set on the second tier quarterbacks. I don't think, as talked about before, that Penix will be there, but I think you can possibly get Bo Nix, possibly get Spencer Rattler, possibly get someone like that you can, kind of let them know what's going on and get you a young guy. Latoya says, I'm convinced if our guys win the Super Bowl, people will be complaining about Cousins' contract the day after. Absolutely, they will. It's people complaining now from the Rams. Rams won the Super Bowl, and still people complaining about the money they gave Aaron Donald. So it is what it is. King says, I knew Kirk was coming for some Super Bowls. I hope he is. I hope so. Tim, what's up, Tim? How you doing, brother? Says, so what do we do with the first round, the first pick now? You're still at a position, Tim, where you get your wide receiver or you get your defensive player, maybe Turner. That's what I would do at least. And remember, we're going to a 3-4. Turner might be good in that. Tim says, ain't in my feelings. With our O-line, we need a quarterback to move. We're going to draft another set of O-linemen and be in the same boat we've been in for the 10 years. We'll see, Tim. I don't know. Unless you're Nostradamus, I don't know, brother. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see how it plays out, though. Let's see. You never know. Let's see. That's the one thing we don't know. Drew said Kirk is 37. I guess this is a win now type move. A lot of coaching changes to make that happen, though. That's true. Clint says missed out on Fields. Yeah, I hear you. Hey man, Field, y'all laughing. Fields could actually end up being here. Uh Facebook user says it's 2 years and the other years are club options. Uh Tim says, well, they already got my money. Anybody want to go to some games this year? Sell it up, sell it away. Somebody will get it, brother. Especially the first year or two. Antonio says Kurt's not 37, he's 35, turns 36. Okay, let's get that out the way. Clint says he's coming off an injury. Yep, we knew that. Tim says Terry Fontenot got to go. Justin says the cap didn't go up $30 million. Would we make the move for Cousins? Maybe not. You never know. But if the cap didn't go up, you might be able to talk that contract down a little bit too, Justin. Possibly. King Richard says I'd go get Jordan Travis. A lot of people like Jordan Travis. I don't know if I'm a huge fan of these. He played nice for Florida State. I don't know if I'm as big of a fan, but that could be me. Scott said, I hope this doesn't end up changing Terry's last name to Dimitrov. Oh, Drew says the Bears will make the wrong move, whatever that is. It's true. Tim says Kirk is a scrub. Hey, we bought all that money for a scrub. Sarah says, good move. I hope they still get a quarterback that can sit and learn. I think that's probably going to be a plan. I think that's going to be a plan, folks. Facebook user says, I don't mind picking a quarterback of the future at 8, letting him sit like Jordan Love did for a while to possibly be what we need later after Kurt's contract is up. Then in 4 years or less, we can get another vet around that time. Sean says, y'all mad about him coming off an injury, but still love Pitts after his injury and lackluster season. And Grady too, Sean, for that matter. People still tell you Grady is top-notch, ready to go. I mean, I don't know. Drew says our fan base is so emotional. They are, man. Worse than Whitney Houston. Trinity says we can't overhype somebody that's not proving anything. Falcons fans overrated Matt Ryan, and we still have nothing to show for either. We need to build a great team first and get a quarterback. Okay, so let's see what teams in the NFL have something to show for it. Let's see. Let's see what teams. Let's see. Let's go down the list. I'm gonna go down the list and show y'all teams right now that have nothing to show for it. Okay. Buffalo, Miami, New York, New England, Baltimore, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, Houston, Jacksonville, Indianapolis, Tennessee, Raiders, Denver, Chargers, Dallas, Philadelphia Giants, Commanders, Lions, Packers, Vikings, Bears, Tampa Bay, Saints, Atlanta, Carolina, 49ers, Rams, Seattle, and Arizona. You got to realize, folks, you got to do this one step at a time. It's only going to be one team happy every year. This year is Kansas City. You got to get the emotional drama out. It's not about saying Kirk Cousins is the Falcons' savior. It's not saying that. It's saying that in 2024, where your options were slim, you got the best option in 2024. Nobody's here trying to sell anybody that he is the great reviver. He's the anointed one. Nobody's telling us that. We're saying for in 2024, for the team we built, the nucleus of the offense that we built, the shades of defense that we have, and parts that we're going to have to add, that we have a quarterback, that we have an opportunity to try to build. Now, if y'all want to go with, if you're the type of fan that wants to go with the, okay, it's absolutely all or nothing, then I'm sorry. You're probably going to have a hard time. Let's go with having a competitive team. Not scratch that. Let's go with having a winning team first. Let's go with having a winning team. Let's go second with have a competent quarterback. And then let's see how it rolls from there. Some of y'all want to jump all the way to this doesn't win a Super Bowl. God dog it, 31 other teams ain't done it either. Especially 3 of the last 5 years. So I don't know. I don't know how else to put it to you. I don't know what you all want. I get it. I want my team to win. It is what it is. And God dog it, sometimes it pays. You gotta pay the price. And this is one of the years you gotta pay the price. Blame the other regimes for that. Blame the regimes for not spending wisely. But this is the opportunity, and you got to take advantage of the opportunity. Coach Corner says, got to understand football to understand why this makes sense. No way the first time coach goes to a team, takes a chance on Justin Fields, then draft a quarterback. This shows they're going to get a quarterback and sit behind Kirk Cousins. I believe that 100%. Trinity says, Uncle Steve, but we didn't have a good team either with Mariota or Ritter. We had an above-average team this year. It wasn't good enough to win the division, but that's not saying much. Let me go to the second part of your thing. You said we didn't have a good team with Mariota or Ritter. You're saying we didn't have a team this past year. You're saying I absolutely respectfully disagree with you. Desmond Ritter cost this team his inability to buy. Now, let me go a step back. Arthur Smith did not prepare that young man properly to quarterback this team. Arthur Smith, and yes, Terry Fontenot should take the blame for that, for not having somebody in place to lead this team while Desmond Ritter still learns. They could get away with it with the Marcus Mariota year. We didn't have any money. We didn't have any money that year. You weren't even in these conversations with quarterbacks. You were trying to do a Hail Mary with the Deshaun Watson thing because you would have had money the next year. But other than that, you could build a good roster. Do y'all remember 2022? And last year, 2023, I totally disagree with you. Sorry. I don't know. And as far as winning the division, guess what? We ain't won the division since 2016. That would be nice. Not trying to tell you that's their ceiling and you go into the year saying, y'all, it's division or bust. That's ridiculous, dumb, asinine, and you know that's not what we mean. You're always going to try to be a championship team. But all I'm saying is don't act like it's not a big thing to make the playoffs. It's not a big thing to win the division. So if you're one, again, and I mean this wholeheartedly, if you're a person that just feels like it's absolutely Super Bowl or bust, and other than that, I'm not going to root for the team. I'm not going to root for the team unless we are Super Bowl contenders. I don't know. More power to you. But the one said, "You like that? You like that?" Oh, get ready for a whole bunch of that. WCG in the house. What's going on, man? Said Falcons love being mediocre, and that will continue. I am done with it. Time to find a new team. I hear you, brother. Like I said, I get you. Y'all, I can't make you feel the way you feel. I got it. And that's the one thing I will never try. There are degrees of fans. There are now again, as I in WCG know I respect the mess out of him. Some people have different criteria. some people have different levels where you think it's either the way you want it or you're not going to support. I get it. I've been there mentally, especially in the off season because you got so much dead time. But come September, more than likely, my friend will probably be back here with us in September. I get it. It wasn't the choice that you wanted, and that's fine. This, for the record, this wasn't the choice I wanted. Matter of fact, it's not even the second choice I wanted. I've been on record plenty of times to say I thought they should have traded up and got one of the top three, if possible. I also said I like the idea of Justin Fields coming here. So we're down to the third option that I had, and I'm still standing on it. Standing what I stand on. But Kirk Cousins, he's wearing the brand now. So what am I going to do? Root against him? All year long last year, prior to it, during the offseason, folks tried to tell me how this guy was going to be. They tried.
I love Desmond.
Everybody. Oh, man. Those 4 games in 2022, he's a legend. He's the guy.
I love Desmond.
You ought to root for him, Steve. He's going to be the future. He's going to be the guy.
I love Desmond.
That's all I heard last year. And now, a year has passed, and now people want to tell me, nah, let's not go that way. Let's go back to somebody else in Justin Fields, who is better than Desmond Ridder. Let me make that clear. But I can understand how the regime coming in and say, well, shoot, that's how Arthur got fired. By bringing somebody in here who wasn't ready. So let me bring somebody in here, albeit older, albeit coming off injury, but at least saying, let me get the quality and talent of a quarterback that might be able to get more out of my team. I can appreciate that. Is the price tag high? Absolutely it's high. I don't like that because it will hamstring you a little bit going down the line. Maybe not this year. It's going to be fool's gold this year. But when you got a team that you're looking at AJ, you're going to have to pay. You're looking at Kyle Pitts, possibly you're going to have to pay. Looking at Drake pretty soon, you're going to have to pay or coming up on his option in 2 years. It does look crazy, but at the end of the day, folks, I'm sorry. I got to live in the now. I can't live in the I cannot live in the past. Another news, Charlie Warner, tight end, agrees with the Falcons on a 3-year, $12 million contract. Charlie Warner. Another new tight end, probably to take the place of Jonnu Smith. Let me get to some of these new people. Trap Commander TV. What's going on now? Everybody complaining. They mad we didn't get Justin Fields. I like Fields, but we need 4,000 yard season here. Kyle Pitts needs to change to 88. Tony Gonzalez. Oh man. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. This it's gonna be a fun day. It's gonna be fun. Trinity said, yes, he was. Stroud was the best, but he didn't get the hype and buzz like everyone last year. That's true. That's true. I appreciate the new people coming in. Again, as y'all new coming in, y'all subscribe to the channel. YouTube channel, this is Uncle Steve, Uncle Steve's Lounge. Appreciate y'all. Breaking news today. Atlanta Falcons signed Kirk Cousins, 4 years, $180 million with $100 million, which is the bigger thing, $100 million guaranteed. Trinity says, I get McConkey and Corley in round 2 and trade back at 8, 12 to 17 range and pick up a corner or D-line. Hey, and chat, what would y'all do with our first 3 picks? I do like McConkey. I know, especially around here, which is, again, no different than the love fest for Justin. I think McConkey would be good. I think there's some other guys out there that I've also seen at wide receiver too. It's nice to have the little tricky, fast wide receiver, but there are some wide receivers you could probably have in the second round. I'm not sure whether he would be first or second. I would not mind. I know Arnold is not going to be there from Alabama. I don't think he's a top 10 pick, but boy, I'd like to see what I can do with him as well at that corner position. He was actually pretty good. Terrence, what's up, brother? Said got no comment on Kirk, but I say maybe trade up with the Cardinals to get your wide receiver or stay and get Turner, get Higgins, and bring Calvin back since we didn't get our second round pick. I'd love them back. We're still going to get a third round pick from it. I don't mind that at all, Terrence. I'm not sure now if it's worth giving up draft capital to go up, though. That's just me. Unless it's somebody that we know we're gonna get. Somebody that we know that's gonna fit right now. OMT, I'm sorry. What's going on? Good to see you in here. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate you. Gonna make it. Said, is this money well spent or money just spent? Probably half a half. We spent the money, bro, but I think we upgraded. Miss B is in the house. Y'all make sure y'all join Miss B on her YouTube channel. She is doing her thing over there. The Queen's Chambers. I think that's it. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But y'all make sure y'all check her out. She was doing some free agent talk the other day. I'm sure she's going to talk about this tonight or pretty soon. Jamal D is in the house. Say, oh, Kinfolk Kirk. Kinfolk Kirk it is. Corey Sherman says, if Michael Penix falls to the second or third, I would draft him and let him be the succession plan. He's not, Corey. If he did, yes, he's not going to fall to the second. Christy says, all I want for 24 are wins to end the 7-9, 7-10 curse. Hallelujah. Somebody who has some good knowledge there. Whoop every NFC South team, beat the Steelers, and win the playoffs. Is Christmas too early for this wish list? No, it's not. And keep telling us, Christy. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Demetrius in the house. What's going on, brother? What's going on? Good to see you, man. Thank y'all for joining. This is so awesome. Eric Parker, Eric, if I missed you, man, I'm so sorry, brother. He said, who is Charlie Warner tight end? Just side with it. Like, hey, it's gonna be, look, if you just spent $180 million on the contract, it's gonna be some no names. I'm gonna tell you, it might be maybe one name left that we might get. Everyone else, people to poke into position. It's not gonna be any big name guys. Maybe one. That's it. Derek, what's going on, Derek? Say, I've never seen so many Matt Ryan haters excited to see a Matt Ryan replica. Oh, man. Listen, you're going to get everybody, brother. Juan said we had the second easiest schedule and people had us winning the division last year. This is true. Bad quarterbacking. Derek says we paid full price for a great value brand quarterback. There's no lie. Here's the problem. And this is where you have to kind of fight yourself in this thing. I hear what everyone is saying about the money. Get it, got it, understand it. What else you gonna do? What else were you gonna do? I don't know what to tell people. What else were you gonna do? It's crazy. Kelvin says, look like a high-end quarterback in the draft in the next 2 years, but I like the signing. Our weapons need to eat. Absolutely. I see people, and I'm trying not to ignore. We got a lot of people also on Instagram, and I appreciate everyone joining us. Jonathan Freeman, Zay in the bag. Big J Cuz in the house, Mrs. Joe Star. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. I appreciate everyone joining us on Twitter, on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook for this breaking news today with the Atlanta Falcons going out and getting their guy. This year, it happens to be Kirk Cousins at an elevated price, 4 years, $180 million. Good Lord, that's a lot. David says, I'm not thrilled with the move either, but if this affects your fandom later, I'm going to give Captain Kirk a chance to prove the Achilles is fine and get us to the playoffs. I also don't care if we're one and done in the playoffs. We ain't been there in 6 years. For those of you talking about this playoff record, one step at a time. And this, David, when you start talking like this, and again, you and I usually, as you are with this statement, right on par. When we start talking about things like this, it amazes me because I always hear people from, especially the Northeast, the Philly fans, the Giant fans, the New York fans, the the East Coast, most of the like Chicago, the Packers. And you know what they say to me? Some of them, like, y'all are not real fans. You Falcon fans really aren't true fans. I see y'all complain about everything. I do. I just don't see y'all just being a fan. And you know what? They're right. They're absolutely right. A lot of folks just I don't know. We are absolutely fly by night fans. We are. We are. And that's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Uh, Kurt Massey's in the house. Kurt says, after these past 3 years of trying to I'm open to try anything. So as long as we beat up on the Saints. There you go. Maurice in the house. He said, it appears we have our quarterback now. Can we put to bed all these rumors and speculations? Do you allow Kurt to play this preseason games if he is ready? If he's ready, you gotta let him. You gotta let him get out there. Mike is in the house. What's up, Mike? Mike said, "Look, I'm pissed. We better have a quarterback backup plan because Heineke and Ritter aren't it. Not even close." What you say? Yeah, I'm not sure if either one of them are going to be on the roster. Especially Heineke is special. I think whoever's going to be here is going to be a younger quarterback. It would not shock me if they keep Ritter on the roster just for the mere fact that he has experience, and we probably don't want to spend money. I get it. So we'll see. Got a super chat in the house. Another one.
I want a super chat. Talk to you till the. I want that super chat.
Got the super chat from my brother in the coach's corner. Y'all make sure y'all check him out on his YouTube page as well. Thank you, brother. Always appreciate you supporting the channel. Says, when breaking down this contract, it makes more sense and shows the plan for the upcoming draft. Only 2 years for sure money, then it won't cost us. Shows we're going all in the draft at quarterback. I believe that as well. Now, I will say, as I didn't poo-poo the chance at going up in the draft. Now, if you told me the Falcons still have a master plan to go up and get a quarterback, okay, then I might be on to that. Because Kirk Cousins tells you this is the now, but you have to plan for the future. I would love to have Michael Penix sitting on the bench waiting, but I'm not sure he'll be available. I'd love to have a J.J. McCarthy. I'm not telling you he's the starting quarterback now. But what I'm saying is somebody to learn behind Kirk Cousins. And let's see what happens in 2 or 3 years. Every situation won't be Jordan Love. Every situation won't be like that. But you stand a better chance at the young guys learning from a true vet. And that Kirk Cousins is a true vet. So from that standpoint, I like it. Trying to get down here. John Brooks says, "What's up, Aunt? The Falcons have signed Charlie Warner." Yep, I see it. Trying to Move down. Trying to get some of the new folks in here. Appreciate you. My brother Jack Doe is in the house. They got a new quarterback up there. Brother Russell Wilson. I know he's sizing up for that Russell Wilson jersey. Said Kirk has the greatest agent on the planet. Well, see, here's the problem. Again, the market was right for Atlanta. And when I say that, okay, here's what I mean. Atlanta needs a quarterback. You pretty much were going into this thing with 4 people that you were saying possibility. Kirk Cousins, Justin Fields, Russell Wilson, Baker Mayfield. Well, Russell and Baker came off the board early. So if you're not going to get those, the only other chance you had was getting somebody like, I don't know, Jacoby Brissett, Sam Darnold. We got the best what was left. And give them credit. They went out and did what they were supposed to do. Eric says time for bargain shopping. Dollar Tree special. Absolutely. Tyler says, who we going to get? Who we going to get you think? Oh, who you think we're going to get now? I have no idea. I'm assuming that they're probably going to be in the market for a possible edge rusher. But looking at the prices, like I said, I saw a dude from Houston get 18 million a year. I don't know. Anthony Black says $180 million. Y'all all in. Off the blank is on the clock. Absolutely. Win today. You got to. You got to. Earl Thomas, what's up, Earl? Said, yeah, I think they knew none of the top teams were going to trade their picks at the top of the draft. We had no other options, really. And that's probably one of the things they inquired about early, Earl. And here's the thing. It's not that they weren't going to move. They were probably asking. Think about what Chicago gave up last year for Carolina. Now, we were a little closer. What was Carolina last year? I don't know. I don't know. Carolina might have been in the top 10. But looking back at that, what Carolina gave up, 3 first-round picks? So, I don't know. Falcons might not have been in a position where they wanted to do that. I don't see it. Keith, what's going on? Keith said, we ain't fly by night. We just tired of the BS, bro. Been too long with no ring. Absolutely. Absolutely. Got to try something. Facebook user said, rise up, Unc. I appreciate you. Anthony Black said, Steelers and Russell coming back to Atlanta. Yeah. I know you probably bought the jersey already. I know some of the best. I know a ship jumper when I see one. I can't wait to see your size 2X Russell Wilson jersey in Pittsburgh colors. Donald says, I get the complaining thing about our fans all the time living in New Orleans, but I try with every person I meet to change that narrative. I never leave my house without my hat or shirt. There you go. That's what you got to do, man. That's what you got to do. And that's the thing about fans. Fans is short fanatic, y'all. People get super duper over the top emotional about this stuff, and that's real. That's real. Bag says, so only 2 of the 4 years are fully guaranteed. Now I know why this news. Now I know this news. I'm not so bad. Maybe we could still bring Fields home. In that case, or draft a rookie and sit him for 2 and then play them. Who knows? Fields might come. He still might come. Because I just don't see. I mean, he can go and compete in Denver and compete in Minnesota or compete somewhere, or the Raiders possibly. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what it is. Ed, what's going on, man? Hey, brother, welcome to the ATL. Kirk Cousins. There you go. I mean, that's the thing, folks. There is no guarantee about a move like this. The one guarantee is the Cousins family are going to be living nice for the next couple of years. That's the 100% truth. I do know they will be living large. Those of you joining me on Twitter, I appreciate you. Thank you for joining me for the breaking news that we had about the Atlanta Falcons. I will be back on tonight, 7:30, part 2 of the minutia. This was the breaking news. Kirk Cousins, 4 years, $180 million, $100 million guaranteed. For those of you on Instagram, I appreciate you. Thank you for pushing the follow. For those on Twitter, thank you so much. Follow us on Twitter as well, Unc Steve's Lounge. Those of you on Facebook, please thank you for checking the like button. Appreciate you. And especially those of you on YouTube. If you're on Twitter or on Instagram, do your uncle a favor. Go over to YouTube, hit the subscribe button for me. Doesn't cost you a dime. Doesn't even cost you a penny. But go over there and push the button for you so you can get the content as it comes out. I appreciate everyone joining us for the last hour and 25 minutes. We will be back at 7:30 tonight to talk more about the breaking news. Kirk Cousins is your new Atlanta Falcons quarterback. I say it heartily, and I say it like I want to say it. Rise up, Kirk Cousins, and welcome to the ATL.